I've showed you how to use string method and how to use list. Today, I'll introduce more about Python. I'll introduce what is loop, how to use for loop, and how to use while loop. They are very useful and easy to learn. Let's go! Today, I will cover 3 topics. First is what is loop, second is how to use for loop, and third is how to use while loop. Loop is the most powerful tool in programming. This command can save us a tremendous amount of time from doing something again and again. Today, I will introduce 2 of the most common loops. The first one is for loop. This loop is used when you know exactly how many times you will repeat the job. The second one is while loop. It is used when you do not know how many times until the loop stops, but only know in what condition to stop the loop. Before we learn about for loops and while loops, what will you do if you want to print out welcome 4 times? I guess you might type print quotation welcome 4 times as this. It might be fine if only a few times. But what if you want to print out something 1,000 times? Are you going to do the same way? No, it is too time-consuming. So, in this case, it is time to call help from loop. Instead of printing welcome 1,000 times, you can use for loop to achieve it in only 2 lines. The only thing that you should be careful is the colon should be added at the first line. Second, write the jobs that you want to do inside the for loop at an indented block. That means the print command does not align with for loop x in range line and is at an indented block instead. Here, I show you the shell result if you do not have an indented block for print. You will receive the following error message: expected an indented block. Let me explain the 2 parameters of range. The first one, 0, is the beginning index, but the second one, 4, is not inclusive. So, this case only covers 0, 1, 2, 3. So, this loop will run total 4 times. If the starting index is 0, you can also simplify the range input to 1 parameter. That means you do not need to input how many times you want to loop. In this case, you just input 4 and it will loop 4 times. You can also use print out each item from a list by using for loop. In this example, if there is a list called word list and you want to print out each item, you can type for I in word list, and then inside the indented block, type print I, then it will print out book, pencil, eraser, backpack. For the variable name I in the for loop header, you can give it any name you want, like X or I. For loop is good if you know exactly how many times to do things, like print. If you know how many times you want to repeat, for loop is good enough. However, if you do not know how many times before the loop has to stop, but only know when to stop the loop, then you should learn while loop. While loop is a condition loop. It works for how many times you want until stop if you put the condition in it. While loop works the best for cases in which you only know certain circumstances to stop, such as when it is red light, the while loop should stop. Here, I show you how to print out hello 5 times. In while loop, you will need an extra variable. For example, I named it to counter. This counter variable is the condition variable for while loop to stop. So, if smaller than 5, it will do its job inside the while loop. In this example, it will do 2 jobs. First is to print out hello. The second job is to increment counter by 1. This increment is important because it is the essential step that will make the condition happen. Without this increment, the while loop will become an endless loop. Let's take a look at how it works from Python shell by using while loop. The right side is the while loop source code. The left side is the printout. Congratulations! You have learned how to use for loop and while loop. Are you confident now? I'll show you more tutorials on how to write Python in the future. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Bye!